there everyone, and welcome back to Napoleon Total War with the Great War mod. We're playing as Serbia in World War I. Last time around, we fought in the first naval battle. Since then, I've been able to clear up most of the seas that we are in control of, or we have become control of, or taken control of. So I've removed all the Italian fleets along the coast here, opening up all the ports. I also sunk a Spanish fleet, which in fact sunk my transport or my cargo. Oh, did I recruit a I recruited a stupid transport ship. That was not the intended. Huh, that was a mistake. Right, you're gonna go somewhere else. So they actually sunk all my cargo ships. The stupid Spanish fleet. There's still some Spanish up here. But, yeah. Here's my fleet right now. So they're split into two groups. We've got this under the command of Vasily Vengerov. And then there's this fleet which doesn't have an admiral. All of it is pre-dreadnought battleships. So we've brought them together here. We're gonna kind of corner the Italians. What I'm hoping to do is actually go ahead and destroy and take over this, so I can quarantine the Ottomans here. So we're gonna take that, hopefully be able to sue for peace with the Italians. And then, because the Austrians declared war on us as well. Most of it was fine, because the Austrians kind of just hang around Budapest. And then they can just move troops about all of a sudden. So I did not think much of it. Suddenly they kick into action. And they send two full stacks down towards my capital. I broke down one off camera. But there's another one coming. And I'm not so sure about being able to defeat that one. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take Klausenberg from them. And then we're going to see about suing peace with them. A temporary peace, but just enough so that I can relocate and start building an army to properly defend this. I don't really want a border with Germany. If I took Budapest, I would get a border here with Germany, and then German troops would probably slip through. So I'd rather not have that at all. Because I just want to go in, take Vienna, then quarantine the Ottomans, control Constantinople. I don't want to start, because that's going to be such a massive hassle, being at war alone against Germany, the most powerful state within the game. So we're going to start off over here in Klausenberg, where I've marched my general up, got some extra troops. This is just an outresult, maybe even if I demand surrender. I could go ahead and create Romania and liberate them, but no. That's just going to cause problems, as I am sure that the Russians would go ahead and declare war on us. So we've taken that without a single shot fired, which is nice. They were actually sending a full stack to protect that. So before we go any further, let's go ahead and sue for peace with them. White peace might work. No. Then I'm gonna give you something. I'm gonna give you some technologies. I'm gonna give you all of this, except for the I don't want to give you trench warfare. No, okay. I don't have any money. Okay, I'm gonna give you... I guess trench warfare is what they actually want. I'm gonna give you all then. All for peace? No? You don't accept that either. Okay. I'm gonna have to fight the bastards then. The only thing I can kinda get in time is 2 units of reservists. And I don't have any troops really to send back. I guess I can send these 4 reservists, rush them back. But then there's a possibility that I just open up this area. These cannons were gonna march to this army right here. I guess we deal with the Italian first then. If I take Sicily from them. They might go ahead and sue for peace, in which case this army will hopefully... The thing is, it's probably going to be moved into Venetian territory rather than over here. I would need this one then to march to the aid down here. I might start marching the cannons back. I have 2 machine guns. Just a single unit just to stop cavalry. I will march that back. Try to anyways. Now it's down here, where this one I definitely have to fight. It's too even to auto-resolve. It should be easy though. They'd have no heavy artillery, so I'd blow them out of... I'd blow them out... I was about to say the hills, but it looks like this is actually down in a valley. Without further ado, let's go and smash Luigi and take control of Sicily. And the battle is underway! The enemy is slowly marching into our fire. I've been wondering if it could be, or that it could be, sort of the... I find that if I've done preparatory battles or other battles before I actually start up like doing the video, that the enemy usually performs better. Like they need a few battles under their belt. It also seems to differ sometimes in between nations. Like at one point, Austrians walk into fire, but then you fight the Italians and they fire back. So it seems a little bit strange in that way. Doesn't matter too much in this battle because it's kind of a throwaway battle, and most of the units here are just the home guard units, which are utter trash. Maybe it's a home guard thing, because I've seen the home guards oftentimes marching into our fire. Makes it a lot easier to win the battle though. Spice it up a little bit. And break the will of our enemies. With a little bit of a bayonet charge. The home guard shouldn't be much different. Oh, first guy there actually wins his bayonet fight. Should force them to retreat pretty quickly. We managed to push them away over here. Oh, now the Italians decide to fire back. I'm gonna continue the charge. Okay, now they start to fire. Maybe it is... Maybe they need to contact. I don't know. Because as soon as we kind of touched and actually start melee fighting there, the enemy started to fire back. Maybe I discovered something there. Let's continue the charge. What are my cannons firing at? Probably nothing. You can go ahead and fire over there. Oh, they're still firing after the machine gun. Oh, they're counter-charging? Kinda looked like it. Might want to hold fire now. Oh, we fired shrapnel into the mix. Oh, it landed behind us. An absolute mess. Surprised the Italians hold as long as they do. And just as I say that, they don't. All that is left is a machine gun hiding in the corner of the map. Well, we'll be able to get that eventually. I think that will be it then for that battle. Should be able to end the war and kind of prepare to go at the enemy in an angle that I want. The angle that I want to get at them is... Well, what I want to do is I want to remove the Ottomans. So I'll be able to actually control Constantinople. And we'll give them Sicily. And then what I'll do is I'll sue for peace by giving them Sicily. Then I imagine the Ottomans will re-declare war on us. Or I can maybe Britain is at war and I'll ask Britain, you know, hey, give me this one technology and I'll declare war on the Ottomans. We get war again. I march, take Constantinople. The game shouldn't crash. And the Ottomans shouldn't be put out of the game. They should just have... The capital then will be moved to Sicily. Here's the result of the battle. We lost 600 soldiers out of 2,300. The enemy, of course, losing everything. Highest killer is field gun, followed by infantry, followed by one of the old style infantry units. And with that, we have taken control of Sicily. Now let's go ahead and see. Oh, the general got a nervous twitch. Maybe I want to force out the navy. It doesn't matter actually. Hopefully they'll just skedaddle off. With this, I should be able to sign a peace treaty with the Italians, I imagine. White peace, let's see if that works. It does work. Now the only problem with this, we might as well trade. Why not? The only problem with this is my officer here is stuck on the wrong side. I need him to get back to my capital. Here is where I should actually have my transport ship. I can't afford to build anything. The unit that was situated here in the port, burning it, is gonna have to move back. Currently we are making quite a bit of cash. The Italian Navy was pushed out. Hopefully it's forced to move even further away. I might steam the ships back. Which one? I think... Yeah, the Admiral's ship is a... Let's see. I put the Admiral on an armored cruiser that I captured from the Italians. It actually moves further than the others. So he might be able to he'll be able to steam before the fleet and actually get the army back in time for me to hopefully mount a successful defense of Belgrade. We'll situate the army here for now. With this, should I give this to the Ottomans immediately? And start conducting... You should, as soon as possible, really. Because the sooner I conduct my remove the Ottomans from Constantinople, the better. So let's go ahead and ask them for peace. Give them a really odd peace treaty, where I intend to give them Sicily. Okay, they do not accept. I will give them money and Sicily next turn. This is an odd thing. This has happened before in Napoleon. They don't seem to value when you give them, you want to give them territory. They don't seem to value it. It could be that they only value victory regions, so like territory they need to hold for victory, and they don't actually value sort of standard territory. Because so many times I've tried to give it away. You know, I blast up a nation, destroy everything, and then I'm like, I'm gonna give this territory back to you, or I'm gonna give this territory to you, and they're like, what, you're gonna give me peace and then give me back this territory? No way, I'd rather be destroyed. Well, that is the plan. Let's go ahead and then turn and see what the Austro-Hungarians come up with. The crushed force that I'd previously destroyed over here raided Sarajevo, so my technology center, my best one, got burned by those bastards. However, this army, which is perfectly within range to attack my capital, doesn't. And my cannons continue on, and they will get there before the enemy. We have another cargo ship, and then reserves are being recruited in Serbia. Go ahead and see. We've got... Oh, the cargo ship wasn't recruited here. Where was it recruited then? It was recruited all the way up here. It still has the range. The thing is, I might want to actually split it up to hold at either location. Also, you know what? This one's a lot closer to the army. Why not get the army on here? And then I can move, and I don't need to split the admiral away from his fleet. I do believe that one of these, or both, actually needs to be repaired. I'm gonna repair them at different locations. Should put an admiral... Oh, this one's fine. No one's trading here anyways, except ally Russia. France is at war. I could go ahead and take that. Possibly. Let's go ahead and see what the Ottomans have to say now. Since it's... nothing's really happening on the front right now. So I'm gonna offer them a shit ton of things just to get them to take this. So first of all, peace treaty. I'm gonna offer you Sicily. I'm gonna offer you some technology, some crappy ones. I want to kind of see enemy aircrafts so I can shoot them down. Assembly line means unhappiness for them. That, and I'm gonna add in 5,000, which should do much for you because you're destitute. What? They do not go ahead to agree to that? Oh, you stupid bastards. I'll figure that out. I guess I need to show this guy a lesson. The Austro-Hungarians definitely need to be shown a lesson as well. Can I march out of here? Yes. Only 1 point of unhappiness. That ain't too bad. That should be in time for just the reservists. So we will march and we will beat the Austro-Hungarians. We'll kick them around a little bit. And let's go ahead and kick these Ottomans in the shin and teach them a thing or two about warfare. They outnumber us by more than 1,000 men, but you can see they have no heavy artillery. They have a shit ton of machine guns and mortars instead. Should be quite easy to take out. Let's go ahead and fight the battle. The battle is about to kick off. It's a river battle, as we could expect from the Ottomans sitting on the other side of the river. So we'll have to cross. I have a minor force, and really wouldn't be advisable to split a minor force. The thing is, though, I think my artillery, my heavy artillery, will be enough. Or at least enough to blow the enemy to... quite literally blow them to smithereens. The new heavy field gun that we've deployed is a fixed artillery, so I cannot move it, but I don't really need to, as it has extra range, about 400 points extra range. Almost to the point where it can fire to the other end of the map. Now my idea here was actually to cross, have one unit guard the river while the other two cross. But I'm not so sure now when the entire Ottoman army seems to be marching on this location. But I might just do it, just to cause some challenge. We've got the Iron Regiments. They crossed over here, but they're tired because I've been running them quite a while. cavalry, however, should be fresh, and they should be moving on the light mortar battery. However, of course, we need to remember that there's tons of Ottoman machine guns hiding somewhere. I should actually target that with my artillery before they blow my very tired Iron Regiment to pieces. So far we have only lost 2 men. Let's have the Iron Regiment move into the forest and try to take cover from the barrage. Currently I'm not entirely sure what the Ottomans are doing, as they're marching just up to the riverside. Okay, they're firing back. Let's have this one, the field artillery piece, fire upon. Given that we're receiving quite high rate of enemy fire, maybe it would be wise not to actually cross the river. But I've already committed to it, so there's no going back now. Okay, so here's the machine guns. There's 2 machine guns here, and there's 3 machine guns here. But I think we need the cavalry at other locations. Let's continue bombarding this area with the heavy artillery. And we'll have the other artillery focus over here on these 2. And as the Ottomans are moving in, I might just go ahead and do a cavalry charge. Should see about getting rid of all of this. So this heavy artillery piece definitely isn't too accurate, and it does blow a shit ton of Ottomans to pieces. Oh shit, the Ottomans are just charging straight at us. And in this case, there isn't really enough firepower to stop them. Especially since you decided to reorganize. You will pull back just a little bit while the others fight. I'm shooting too close. We're shooting our own troops. Hold fire. Once this one opens up, I imagine that we will break the enemy. Let's go ahead and focus on the ones that are firing back. Let's get the Iron Regiment over here. Right, now when we're firing into the flank of the enemy Ottomans, that these guys will have to do a brave stand here, repelling the Ottoman bayonet charge. There, most of them are running. This unit will pull back. They've lost a lot of men. Focus artillery over here. How's it going with my heavy artillery fire? I want the heavy artillery fire now on the other machine guns. We'll have to risk a cavalry charge head on, because I want to get rid of them. I cannot move to aid here with the cavalry quick enough with the enemy machine guns like that. It's a high risk charge, but hopefully they weren't prepared for it. We need to get to the second one in the back. That's the one that needs to go. No, you need to continue! Continue on! Oh, we got at it. But we just broke as we got to it. Killed a lot of the crew, though. And that kind of upset... Oh, these 3 infantry units was enough to kill the Ottomans. That plus the artillery fire. The Iron Regiment then will turn towards the hill. Focus the last artillery piece over there. The heavy one will continue to bombard. Actually, bombard the bloody mortars. Let's go ahead and barrage. Let's have the cavalry move forwards. Oh, the enemy is actually firing upon the Iron Regiment rather than the forces over here. They're down to 90 men in both units, roughly. Move up to the road. Shoot down that unit. The Iron Regiment lost quite a lot there. We're shooting down the remnants. Let's march. The machine guns are already kind of set up to go at the cavalry. We'll try to run around them for the charge. Iron Regiment engaging with those guys. This one charge up to the ridge. And before they're able to turn, the cavalry will sweep in. You can see the remnants of the previous machine guns. It's telling heavy guns to hold fire. Keep going! Our unit might very well break. It didn't actually. And now the Iron Regiment's up on top, able to shoot down what's left. The enemy over there is getting destroyed. This machine gun corps is actually firing back at us. Let's march across. And now we'll give free rein to the artillery to rain bombs down upon our enemies. Advance a little bit further. And then see about shooting those guys down. You can hold right over here. Oh, I think... yeah, I'm pretty sure the artillery is actually focusing in on these idiots. Because the artilleries are landing all around. We did shoot them down. And the Ottoman general is now retreating. We'll see if we'll allow him to live. Will they be able to shoot him down as he's retreating? Oh, they're shooting at something else actually. Artillery shots going after him. He survived. For now anyways. So we broke down one of the armies. We'll make it a little bit easier to negotiate with the Ottomans, I imagine. As a result of the battle, I lost a third of my force, 500 men out of 1,400. The Ottomans, however, lost 2,500 out of 2,600, leaving only 100 men left. Highest kills goes to the infantry. I imagine this is the infantry that took the brunt. No, it cannot actually be. This is the infantry that sat on the river to cover the advance of the other two. The other two, though, that went across, did pretty well, even though they lost quite a lot. Lost about half the unit. But they killed about 4 times as many as they lost. So for each one of us that went down across the river, they took 4 Ottomans with them. So that was pretty good. Field guns, the heavy field guns, even though they have the increased range, with the accuracy, they weren't actually able to kill that many units. I think, knowing that now, what I should have done is I should have probably switched focus. Like I should have used the heavy artillery to fire upon the infantry formations, because they're much larger and easier to hit compared. If we look at the cavalry took a heavy loss without actually killing that many. One of the cavalry units, surprisingly, only killed 1 enemy. Given that they charged in like that, I'm very surprised about that. That's quite astonishing. And the other one only killed 31. 1 guy killed for that first cavalry that charged in. Quite interesting. The Ottoman army survived. The general didn't actually. Quite surprised. We can't pursue and kill him, but this should make it easier to actually do the deal with the Ottomans. But looking at the time here, I think I'm gonna have to figure out what they'll take to get them to move to Sicily in between episodes. with that said, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode, and hopefully I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye!